One morning in week 4, you walk into the broiler house and something stops you cold. One of your biggest and heaviest bird is sitting alone in the corner, belly almost touching the ground, breathing with this strange open-mouth effort, and after a few hours it's dead, and that tells you immediately something is very wrong. I have had this exact conversation with farmers more times than I can count, but one that stays with me happened about 2 months ago. A farmer running 500 broilers in Nakuru in Kenya reached out to me after watching one of my videos. He had been farming broilers for 3 years, never had a major problem, and then this batch hit him like a wall. By the time he messaged me, he had lost 62 birds in 10 days, all of them in that finishing window between weeks 4 and 5, all of them his biggest, fattest birds. He had already called a local vet who prescribed antibiotics, spent money on the treatment, and saw zero improvement. Not a single bird recovered on that treatment because antibiotics cannot fix what was happening inside those birds. He was confused, frustrated, and convinced something was wrong with the chicks he had bought. After much consultation on the dead broilers, I saw that characteristic swollen belly, distended, pendulous, clearly full of fluid, and immediately I knew exactly what we were dealing with. This was not a bacterial infection. This was not a problem with his chicks. This was Ascites, also called water belly disease, and the solution had nothing to do with any antibiotic on the market. It had everything to do with how the farm was being managed and what was going into those birds from day one. Over the next few days, I walked him through everything, and today I am going to walk you through the same thing. Because whether you are experiencing this right now or you want to make sure you never do, what I am about to share with you is the most practical, natural, and proven approach to understanding, preventing, and treating water belly disease in your broiler flock. Stay with me all the way to the end, because the natural treatments I will share toward the end of this video are ones that most farmers have never heard of, and they work. Before we go further, if you are finding value in content like this, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the bell notification. We are only 13,000 subscribers away from 250,000, and every single subscriber helps us reach more farmers who need this information. Drop your location from where you are watching in the comments too, because I love knowing which parts of the world our farming community is coming from. Now, let us get into this. What was killing this farmer's broilers was a condition called ascites, also commonly known as water belly disease. And the reason it took some investigation to identify is that ascites is one of those conditions that disguises itself. The bird looks healthy from the outside until the pressure inside the body becomes too much, and then it just collapses. When you pick up one of these dead birds and you press gently on the belly, you will feel it is swollen and fluid-filled. Heavy in a way that does not feel normal. That fluid is the body's distress signal, the physical consequence of a cardiovascular system that has been overwhelmed by the demands of a rapidly growing body. And just like sudden death syndrome, it tends to hunt down your best, biggest birds, the ones you were counting on the most when it came time to sell. To understand why this happens, you have to think about what is going on inside the bird's body as it grows. When a broiler's body tissues expand rapidly, the heart and lungs are forced to work overtime to supply oxygen to all those developing muscles and organs. The lungs of a fast-growing broiler were simply not designed to keep up with that kind of explosive growth indefinitely. When they fall behind, oxygen levels in the blood drop, the heart compensates by working harder, blood pressure in the vessels rises, and eventually fluid begins to leak from the blood vessels into the abdominal cavity. That is the water you are seeing in the belly. It is not a random event, it is the end result of a system that has been under pressure for too long. And what this farmer in Nakuru did not know was that several things on his farm were making this situation significantly worse. Before I tell you how we approached this whole problem, it is shocking that most poultry farmers fly blind on using natural health remedies and supplements. That's why we created an ebook with more than 49 natural remedies for poultry, covering growth promotion, disease treatment, egg enhancement, from garlic and ginger to moringa, neem, papaya, aloe. Each remedy explained simply on its benefits, exact preparation, and precise dosages. You can apply it even as a beginner. If you get the ebook, we offer free consultations. And remember, the feed formulation course is also available. To get the ebook or the course, use the link in the description of this video, or reach out to me on WhatsApp via the second link also in the description. Now back to the video. One of the first things I asked him about was his feed storage. Poor feed storage is one of the hidden drivers of ascites that farmers almost never think to check. When feed is stored in humid or poorly ventilated conditions, molds like Aspergillus fumigatus grow rapidly. These molds produce mycotoxins, poisonous compounds that, when consumed by your broilers, directly damage the lungs and liver and impair the bird's ability to move oxygen around the body efficiently. If your birds are eating contaminated feed every single day, you are essentially poisoning their respiratory system slowly, and ascites is the almost inevitable outcome. Always store your feed in dry, raised, well-ventilated conditions and never use feed that has been sitting for too long or smells musty. Ventilation inside the house was the next thing I checked on his farm. This is so important and yet so often underestimated. When ammonia, carbon dioxide, and other harmful gases build up inside a broiler house, especially in the early weeks when birds are small, and you are tempted to keep things tightly closed to maintain heat, you are reducing the oxygen quality that your birds are breathing with every single breath. Low oxygen air is one of the most direct triggers for ascites development because the lungs are already struggling to keep up. And if the air they are pulling in is poor quality, the system breaks down even faster. Proper ventilation does not mean cold air, it means fresh air. That balance is critical, and getting it right in the first 3 weeks of brooding is one of the most effective things you can do to protect your birds from water belly disease later on. Speaking of brooding, temperature management in those early weeks also plays a direct role in ascites risk. Heat stress and cold stress are both capable of pushing broilers toward this condition because both extremes force the bird's body to work harder to maintain internal balance, which means the heart and lungs are already under extra pressure before the growth-related demands even kick in. In week 1, you want to maintain a brooding temperature of around 29.4 degrees Celsius. By week 2, bring it down to approximately 26.7 degrees Celsius. In week 3, you are looking at around 24.4 degrees Celsius. Getting these temperatures right is not just about keeping chicks comfortable, it is an active defense against ascites, and it costs you nothing extra to do it properly. Vitamin and mineral deficiencies are another factor that many farmers overlook when they see birds going down with ascites. Vitamin C in particular is a powerful antioxidant that helps regulate the inflammatory and oxidative processes that drive fluid accumulation in the abdomen. When broilers are deficient in vitamin C, especially under the stress of rapid growth, their bodies are far less equipped to manage the cardiovascular pressure that leads to water belly disease. Minerals like calcium, potassium, and sodium are equally important. These are the elements that regulate the pumping rhythm of the heart, and when they are out of balance in the diet, cardiac function suffers. If your broilers are on a diet that is not precisely balanced for their stage of growth, the consequences can show up exactly the way this farmer was experiencing them: strong early growth, confident projections, and then a wave of deaths in weeks 4 and 5 that wipes out your best birds and your profit in the same blow. Now let us talk about the feeding strategy, because this is where I gave him the most immediately actionable advice. Research has shown clearly that restricted feeding in broilers can significantly reduce the incidence of ascites without meaningfully compromising final market weight. Here is how to apply it practically on your farm. In week 1, feed your chicks freely. Ad libitum, meaning full access at all times. This is when they need unlimited nutrition to establish their early development. From week 2 through week 4, this is the critical window where you implement the restriction. Limit feeding to 8 hours per day rather than continuous access. This controlled reduction in feed intake slows the pace of growth just enough to allow the cardiovascular system to develop alongside the muscles rather than being left behind. Then in the final weeks before market, you reintroduce full feeding to help the birds finish strong. This program was found in controlled research to lower ascites mortality significantly while still delivering competitive weight gain at slaughter. And I have seen it work on real farms with my own eyes. Now I want to share with you the 2 most powerful natural treatment options that have been researched and shown to reduce deaths from ascites in broiler chickens. Because managing the problem is one thing, but having organic tools to treat affected birds is something every farmer needs in their arsenal. The first of these is Oregano Essential Oil, and the results from the studies done on this are genuinely impressive. In an experiment where broilers suffering from ascites were given Oregano Essential Oil in their drinking water, mortalities dropped by 60%. The active compound responsible for this result is carvacrol, a naturally occurring antioxidant found in oregano that works to reduce oxidative stress in the cardiovascular system and support better oxygen utilization in the body. The practical dosage that was used and shown to be effective is 10 milliliters of oregano essential oil per liter of drinking water, given to the affected birds directly. It is simple to apply, it is natural, and the results speak for themselves. The second natural treatment is flax seed oil, which has long been used in nutritional research for its anti-inflammatory properties and its role in cardiovascular health. In the context of broiler ascites, flaxseed oil is added directly into the feed at a rate of 50 grams per kilogram of feed. The compounds in flaxseed oil, primarily omega-3 fatty acids, have been found to reduce the fluid accumulation in the abdomen, support heart function, and improve the bird's overall ability to manage the oxidative pressure that drives this condition. If you combine flaxseed oil supplementation with the restricted feeding program and the environmental controls we have discussed, you have a comprehensive, fully natural protocol that can genuinely turn a water belly outbreak around. The farmer in Nakuru implemented every one of these recommendations, and when he followed up with me after his next batch, he reported 0 ascites deaths through the entire finishing period, a complete turnaround from the 62 birds he had lost in just 10 days on the previous batch. That is what this knowledge is worth when you put it into action. So if you are seeing your heaviest broilers go down in weeks 3 to 5, or you are finding birds with swollen, fluid-filled bellies, do not wait. Start with your ventilation, check your feed storage, tighten your brooding temperatures, implement restricted feeding in that week 2 to 4 window, and get oregano essential oil and flaxseed oil into your treatment plan immediately. And if you found this video valuable, do not forget to get a copy of your organic poultry ebook among other poultry courses we have on our website through the first link in the description of this video. If you think this video was helpful, you will absolutely be interested in this video on your screen right now, where I take you through the organic supplement from Jamaica that made my broilers grow 5 times more. Click it and I will see you there.